Who goes there? Huh. Must have been the wind.
Really?
Never should have come here. Where'd you go? Must have been the wind. Never should have come here. Must be my imagination.
Coming up on this week's episode of Aftershock,
Virginia gives us insight on our generation's attention span.
Andrew tells us the importance of a laugh track,
Ren gives us some boxing tips,
and much, much more. I'm Claire Deluca.
and I'm Elias from Conan, and Aftershock starts now.
Hey, have you noticed how everyone's attention spans are getting shorter these days?
Yeah, I can't even sit through movies anymore. I only have the attention span for The Bolt on Instagram at Cypress Bay CBTV.
Anyways, Virginia looked into what's been causing our low attention spans.
Sitting through hours of television never really felt like a chore to our younger selves. So why is it that today, we hardly ever bother to dig the remote out from in between the couch cushions?
Like, it's so rare for me to watch something alone, just because I know that my thoughts wander. I don't really have a great of attention span.
Yeah, we want to get our information very, very quickly and in discrete chunks now. Television doesn't really lend itself to that. Television, by its nature, tries to have things that fit at least that half-hour time frame. So programming that's on TV now will move very, very quickly from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. And also you'll notice that shots will change very, very quickly. They don't often stay very long on one particular shot that you'll see that used to be done quite a bit.
But the longer and longer the time goes on, the shorter and shorter and shorter our content gets.
I think we've seen television programming start to become more of a reflection of what you see with online video. Things now people don't have a tolerance for if they move more slowly and develop concepts slowly. Everything has to move quickly, quickly, quickly. It needs to change from one thing to another.
Shorter runtimes lead to more content. However, putting quantity over quality can be a double-edged sword.
Once you're on there, like, you can fall into a hole. It's a black hole. Nothing's too long, so nothing's a burden to watch. If I'm not interested in it, well, that was only 10 seconds, and scroll, there's the next thing. It's really easy.
Flooding your home screen with video after video, post after post, starts to build a dependency for stimuli.
But if you ever watch children's cartoons, I mean, I would be surprised if they stay 5 seconds on any one particular scene, unless they're just doing it for comedy with some awkward moment that's happening or something. It moves so very quickly. You see this happening in even things like Sesame Street. Sesame Street used to be on one scene with one character, maybe 5 minutes with a couple of characters interacting with one another with the same background. Nothing's really changing. It was really more the interaction between the characters. Now, even Sesame Street, all of a sudden everything's being cut, everything's being narrowed, everything's becoming shorter chunks and shorter pieces and shorter segments of things, because they know that if they don't do that, they're not going to be able to retain the attention of kids.
Even though it may not be a chore for many, perhaps putting down the phone and enjoying life at whatever pace it comes at is just a chore we need to do. Virginia Monasterio, CB-TV.
Being a black girl in America with kinky hair isn't a widely known experience. it takes lots of water and way too many hair products and hair pulling. But because there aren't a lot of us, many people think it's okay to touch our carefully crafted curls.
It's so, like, funny how, like, it's short, but then, excuse me, if you, like, pull it, it's long.
Oh my gosh, it feels like cotton candy.
So if you ever think about touching a black girl's hair, don't. Just compliment it instead.
Hey Elias, why is Peter Pan always flying?
Why?
Because he never lands.
That wasn't very funny. You want to hear a better joke?
Sure.
Who is Garfield's favorite singer?
I don't know.
Lasagna Del Rey.
Okay, wait, that wasn't funny either. Why'd you give him a laugh track?
I'm just better. Anyways, here's Andrew with more about laugh tracks.
Laugh tracks are something commonly used in TV shows, and it's usually something you barely notice. Although these laugh tracks are a lot more significant than you might think. For example, in the popular sitcom Friends, they use laugh tracks to emphasize their jokes.
Go see a musical.
Sure.
Without laugh tracks, it may feel a little more awkward.
Go see a musical.
Sure.
Laugh tracks are implemented in these shows to help the flow of comedy and engage the audience. TV shows used to be viewed in front of a live audience and captured a real reaction, but after the 1950s they started using recordings so that the laughs would be perfectly timed. Laugh tracks can change the entire mood of a show, and to prove how powerful they are, I added laugh tracks to this scene from Breaking Bad.
Okay.
Excuse me, Mr. Bennett is not available.
Dad? Come on.
Sir, excuse me.
Ted, I can see you. I can see you standing right there in your office. Now, come on. Open the door. Come on.
Laugh tracks are a staple of a lot of classic comedies, but nowadays they aren't used as much due to some studies showing that comedies with and without laugh tracks perform the same. For example, The Office does not use laugh tracks.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure? Stay calm! Wait.
Regardless if there is a laugh track, all that matters is that you enjoy the show. My name's Andrew Dunham, CB TV.
We all have dreams and goals that we set for ourselves. It's just a matter of pursuing them and not giving up in reaching those goals. The small clothing business Positively Contagious is an example of a project developed by a single dream.
Hi, so my name is Victoria Marquez, and I started Positively Contagious because I felt like I wanted to change my surroundings, society in general, and I started actually just a month ago, and it was because of a dream.
Victoria wanted her company to make a small ripple in what would lead into a bigger influence in others' lives.
When somebody that has my shirt is walking down the street or like a hoodie, somebody else will read it and be like, oh, like, wow, like that is true. And you know, they will probably impact it more than what I actually planned it to be. My idea wasn't really to just go big and like sell to everyone, but it was more of, I just want to impact people's life, even if it was only one person or two.
The clothing items produced are purposed to add a little more positivity into an individual's lives, persuading that it's okay to not be okay. Everyone struggles with their own issues, even those who do a better job at hiding it.
This is gonna sound really weird, but I've always been such a negative person. And last year I struggled a lot with mental health and school and everything because, you know, it's junior year and, you know, it gets crazy. Last year I learned how to be more positive. I really learned. I went through like a rough path with my friends and everything. So now that I look back on it, I wish I would have been more positive. And I feel like everything that happened for a reason, you know? I feel like I wouldn't be where I'm at right now if none of those things would have happened. So I'm kind of grateful that they did happen, and the tears that happened, the laughs that happened, and the people that I lost on the way, because they really taught me a lesson and really inspired me to do this, because I feel like we just need to be more positive as a society. We're so focused on the bad things that we don't really appreciate the good things, you know?
From a single dream to a now reality, Victoria encourages individuals to stand out from the crowd and brings a pop of color into people's lives.
Yeah, just not to like blend with society more than like stand up for yourself and stand up for someone else, you know, because not everyone is outgoing and extroverted and can really just stand up for yourself. So maybe you want to be that person that makes an impact on someone else.
Elias, have you ever tricked your friends into suffering while baking you brownies at the same time?
Clara, what in the world?
Well, I have. Take a look. What's up, Cypress Bay? I'm Claire Deluca, and these are my friends. Today, they're gonna try and make their best brownies. This is not just a normal tasty though. Today I'm gonna test my friends and see if they can bake brownies while missing one of their senses. Martina is gonna be mute and be the only one with access to the recipe, and she's gonna have to try and explain it to Virginia, who's going to be blind, and Matthew, who's gonna be deaf. Let's see how it goes, and hopefully they'll make something edible.
Martina, this is butter, how much? Martina, tell Matthew. Wait, it's already started. Give me a knife.
This is impossible. What's going on? This is impossible.
Flour. Yeah, it's not gonna do it. How much flour? No, stop it.
Wait, I forgot you can't see.
We're making like a sugar.
No.
Yeah, that's what I want.
I opened up the lid so you can get all of it out.
I can hear it because I have.
I opened up the lid so you can get it all out. I can't hear you.
I know. Look at my lips. I know.
Wait, what do you have? Wait, let me do this one.
No, I want to do it.
Oh my god, it's perfect. It's perfect.
Let go.
Dump it in it. You did it perfectly. All right, no one talks. It's on the chain.
You're not supposed to talk either. Can I have the whisk? Wait, is this the whole recipe? Are we done? Yeah, we're done. Is the video over? Are we done?
I'm gonna put my.
This is a very Tyler Buck style, guys. We should be having a conversation, otherwise it's not gonna be entertaining. You can't hear me.
Like, did we do something correct?
Let's melt more butter.
You didn't tell me to melt the butter.
She can't.
Well, it's too late now. The butter's in there. The oven.
Too loud.
This is gonna work.
Tap me in the shoulder if we added sugar. We did not add sugar, did we?
Anyways, I guess the milk will count for it.
For the sugar. Put sugar.
It's too bitter. Wait.
Do it on my own.
But I don't think regular sugar goes in brownies.
Yes, it does.
Pour it in. Yeah, this looks right. Do we need to put oil?
No. What?
We definitely did this all wrong, but you know. We're ready.
This looks like slime. Is it bad?
No.
It's not bad.
I haven't.
No.
It's really like dense. It's really dense.
It's not good. It's not
It
good.
doesn't taste like a brownie. It just tastes like a bread.
Like, I feel like if I dropped a brick on this, the brick would bounce back.
Good.
It's pretty good though, but it's not.
You guys didn't get my brownie point. That's it from me, Claire Deluca, CB TV. Here's Alex with sports.
What's up guys, I'm Alex G, and have you been keeping up with tennis? No? Well, here's Morgan with the latest tennis news.
Roger Federer is one of the most well-known tennis players in history. He has dominated on the courts ever since he was 14 years old, winning Switzerland's junior championship in 1988. By 18, he became one of the youngest players to ever be ranked in the top 100, finishing that season off at number 64. In 2002, he ranked number 6 in the world, and that following year, he won his first Grand Slam tournament title, Australian Open, and US Open. After winning 11 out of the 16 matches in 2004, he ranked number 1, and it stayed that way for 237 consecutive weeks in a row. Ever since then, he has won 8 men's Wimbledon titles, 5 US Open singles, and made history becoming the first player to ever win 20 Grand Slam tournament titles. He is going down in history as one of the best tennis players in the world. However, he's made quite a racket this week after posting his retirement on Twitter, stating that the Laver Cup will be his last ATP Tour match.
I am 41 years old. I've played more than 1,500 matches over 24 years. Tennis has treated me more generously than I ever would have dreamt, and now I must recognize when it is time to end my competitive career. The Laver Cup next week in London will be my final ATP event. I will play more tennis in the future, of course, but just not in Grand Slams or on the tour.
No matter the outcome of this match, Roger Federer has definitely served in his tennis career and made an impact on the courts. I can't wait to see what the future holds for him as well as for tennis. But for now, I'm Morgan Haggett, CBTV Sports.
Tennis might not be for everyone, so let's take it from the court to the ring. Here's Lauren with some tips on boxing.
The first boxing rules were introduced by champion Jack Broughton in 1743 to protect fighters in the ring where deaths sometimes occurred. Now, don't get me wrong, these rules are great and all, seeing as how they've been used since 1743, but I think it might be time for an upgrade since they've been used for so long. Let's have a look, shall we? The first rule, fighters may not hit below the belt. We can keep this rule, but allow fighters to interpret as they wish. Next rule, fighters may not trip, hold, kick, headbutt, bite, push, or spit on opponents. This is ridiculous. Let's make this game more interesting to watch. Fighters may trip, hold, kick, headbutt, bite, push, and spit on opponents. Next up, you cannot hit an opponent while they are knocked down. I don't see the point in this. This seems like the optimal opportunity to rack up points. I say we encourage attacking your opponent while they're knocked out. Prove your dominance. And the final rule we'll be revamping today, a floored boxer has 10 seconds to get up before being declared the loser by knockout. I don't know about you, but 10 seconds feels like a long time, an eternity almost, especially when you're waiting for the results for something like a boxing match. Also, 10 seconds is more than enough of an opportunity for the opponent to get back up. I think we need to raise the stakes. Boxers will now only have 2 seconds to get up before being declared the winner. Well, that's all for me. Hopefully next time you're watching a painfully boring boxing match, you'll remember me and all my genius ideas. I'm Ren Moise, CBTV Sports.
Well, that's it for this week's Lightning Athletics. I'm Alex G, CBTV Sports.
Elias, what are you doing?
I'm trying to show you that Mott's is up next. Never mind.
Here's Matthew with hopefully something better.
What's up, Cypress Bay? I'm Matthew Maka, and today we're going to be playing a little game of charades with the Bay. I bet you didn't get that one. We're all matching. Oh, we're all matching. Oh, yeah. We're all matching. So it's a game of charades. We have 3 different levels. Oh, we have a whole crowd here.
Oh,
okay, ready?
Ready.
Oh my God, my phone just fell. Just guess what I'm doing. Like what? Yeah. But like.
You're like a horse.
Bunny?
Kangaroo.
Okay. You played it. Wow.
Clean the house out already. What'd you say?
I wouldn't be too sure. Wait for the next one.
Is it like a kangaroo?
Oh, she got it. Okay. Okay, now you move on to the next level. And then.
Camel.
A card, ATM.
I don't know. A mailbox. You're the mail delivery. I don't delivery mailman, bro.
Mailman, yes.
Mailbox. Wait.
Mailman.
Mailman.
Done. 2 for 2. What's next?
Okay, now the last one. Thank you. Thank you.
Elsa?
Elsa, girl.
You're dramatic.
What?
Dramatic.
Dramatic? No.
Invisible box shot.
No. Oh my God. Parate. Come on.
Stage fright.
Yes. Woo! That was it. Woo!
really ate.
You didn't eat, but you did good. Well, it looks like you guys know your charades more than I thought you would. I'm Matthew Maycutt, CBTV.
And that's all for this week's episode of Aftershock.
If you want to watch previous episodes, check us out on our YouTube channel at Cypress Bay CBTV and follow us on all of our social medias.
I'm Claire Deluca.
And I'm Elijah Conan. Thanks for watching.